Now, just on other issues, obviously crime is a big issue in this electorate, and something your opponent has made clear
Yeah.
is a big thing for her. What?
It's kind of a pity that National shut 30 small police stations in 2015, isn't it? Because actually, I kind of get annoyed about this issue from several levels. One is I've been a clinical psychologist working with young kids from disadvantaged families, and you don't fix them by threatening a boot camp, right? Because that is just old, failed policy. That side of the argument, they need to read some of the literature on whether that stuff actually works.
Yeah.
So what we get in crime is social policy from 10 to 15 years ago, right? And so the investment that Labor is putting into rehabilitation, supporting families, dealing with child poverty, will have an impact on crime in 15 years from now.
But what about communities now that aren't feeling safe now?
Right
now?
Again, and that's not good. So what we are doing, let's talk about what people do when they're in power, because I don't think you should judge politicians by what they say when they're sitting in this seat. I think you should look at the history of what governments do when they're in power. So if you look at the last national government, they let the numbers of police per capita drop quite significantly. And Labor is pushing hard to get the per capita numbers of police back to where it was when John Key took office. That's an expensive and long road. It's taken till now to get an extra 1,800 police. I think we're just about, the argument is what day will we actually get there? Because of course you're trying to push more police through the training. And Stuart did a lot of this work actually.
Yeah. And
you find that some people leave, right? And the other problem we've had with the public services, of course, is that we don't pay as well for our public service professionals as our take, for example, our nearest neighbour does. And, you know, if you think that cutting the top tax rate will fund us to pay nurses, teachers and doctors enough to keep them in this country, then you're kidding.
Yeah.